Hi guys, so the new patch is out. Nightmare Dungeons got buffed, Hell Tides got buffed, Experience got buffed, everyone got buffed. Major W's going around. Today in this video, I really want to talk to you guys about how to level up fast as a solo player. Now, what you're watching in the background gameplay is me running a Nightmare Dungeon. And I streamed yesterday for about 6 hours, and during that 6 hour live stream, I went from a fresh level 92 to a fresh level 94 in that 6 hours. Now, some of you guys might be saying 6 hours does sound like a lot of time to level 2 levels in the 90s, but the reason why it took me that long was not because like I was trying to level up fast. I was just running Nightmare Dungeons to really see the experience gain, and also I was messing around with my build and stuff like that. But I can't really tell you exactly how long I got. But as you guys watch this dungeon, just pay attention to my experience bar as I'm going through the video, and you're gonna see it move gradually as we keep going through this. Now, the best way to level up as a solo player, hands down, is going to be Nightmare Dungeons moving forward. Before, it was running normal dungeons like Blind Burrows and Champion's Demise, just farming those endlessly, but those obviously got nerfed, and the devs really want us to push a Nightmare Dungeon, so what they did was they increased the completion experience and the monster killing experience. Now, while I'm doing this dungeon, I'm trying to make sure that I'm running it at least 3 levels above me, because if you guys do know this, the cap is +3. Once you go over +3 levels, you're no longer benefiting from more experience. 3 is the maximum. So I try to run that, but right here I'm just running like higher tier Nightmare Dungeons because my build is getting closer and closer to finishing, so I'm really trying to like test it out and see it. I want to get to the point where I'm running like tier 60s, tier 70s pretty regularly, and I'm probably going to attempt that in tonight's stream, like trying to push a tier 60 and really see like how my build stacks up in that area. But like I said, you want to run Nightmare Dungeons, and while you're running Nightmare Dungeons, you want to make sure that you're running an elixir that you guys see that I have on the screen right now. As I've been talking right now, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen my experience bar went from the blue star and a little bit more. So, and you're going to see it keep going up as we go through this dungeon. Again, this is the best way to level. The next thing I want you guys to keep in mind is remember to do your Legion events. So the way that I would do it is I would run my Nightmare Dungeons, and around every 30 minutes, like I would say about around between the time of like I'm gonna use 2 o'clock as an example. Let's say between the time about like 2:20 to 2:40, and you can apply that to like 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock if that makes any sense. To keep an eye on the Helltide timer, or not the Helltide timer, the Legion events on the map, because usually they pop up around every 30 to 35 minutes, sometimes every 40 minutes. So typically around that marker is where you really want to look. So usually somewhere close to like every hour from like every 30 minutes from when you completed your last Legion event, try to like pace yourself and pay attention because Legion events give the most experience like in a single setting. I'm pretty sure everybody knows this. This is not anything new, but I just want to make sure to include that in the video. You guys, the best rotation to farm experience right now in the end game as a solo player is run your Nightmare Dungeons. Make sure they're at least 3 levels above, and make sure you're swapping in Legion events. Now, if you can group up and run dungeons with friends, that'd be great because, again, if you party up with people, you get 10% increased experience. And another tip for you guys that you can try too is when you do a Legion event and people invite you to a party, maybe just type in local for some of you guys who play solo like me and just say, hey, I'm gonna be running some Nightmare Dungeons. You guys want to join me? And that's a great way to get more experience. Again, the more people you have, the better. Again, as I've said, guys, I hope you guys are paying attention to the experience bar because as you've seen, I think we're only like 3 minutes into the video, and I went from being at the star to like visibly noticeable changes currently in the video right now. And another thing to do, guys, to get experience is hell tides. Hell tides are great, and some this kind of thing I want to bring up to you guys as well. When you're running your hell tides, you want to make sure that you guys farm them as much as you can without, let's say, like burning yourself out. I understand doing repeat content can be frustrating and can be boring, but this is an ARPG, and this part of the grind, this part of the game is to like go through and do content. But now it's more rewarding now because you guys are going to be getting more experience for opening up the chests. Remember, all experience is buff to any experience throughout the game is better. I'm glad that the devs are making it worth our while to go out into the open world and leave these normal dungeons and push end game dungeons. And I kind of wanted to give you guys another tip as well. Don't necessarily race to get to 100. I know I sound like a hypocrite like that because I'm trying to get to level 100, but you really, when you get to 100, you want to be working on your glyphs. And I'm going to be making a video talking about just how important your Paragon glyphs are going to be to the end game, because that is where you unlock your damage. In this video that you're seeing right now of my stream, this was like I think the first half of my stream. I was just messing around, running Nightmare Dungeons, and And if you guys can see, like, I'm not hitting super hard. Like, like some of you guys might think I am, but but in reality, for my level, I'm not doing anything crazy. But later on, in the night, I finally get the Paragon point that I need to I finally make the decision to just say, okay, you know, forget it. I'm gonna take these points out of here because I'm impatient. I don't want to wait to get to this level. I want to get this buff so uh I can upgrade my Paragon node more. And I literally made, and by getting a better dagger, I made my basic attack go from 6k on the tooltip, guys, to 11k. And that was just by changing my Paragon, and just by adding like a better weapon. So remember, guys, those glyphs are super important. So like I said, run your nightmare dungeons. If you are a solo player, run your nightmare dungeons for more experience. Run your legion events and run hell tides. And hell tides are very important too, because hell tides give you an end game currency, give you the souls that you need so you can change affixes and upgrade gear, etc. But also it's going to give you potions for end game, and it gives you a lot of good experience, and it's a great way to farm gear. Like I said, those mystery chests pop open five legendaries at some point, so it's amazing. And guys, I don't want to drag this video out too long, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to leave the gameplay for you guys so you guys can watch, and I hope you all enjoy. Peace.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I need time to... I'm not ready yet.
Oh, bro. Let me tell you guys, when I tell y'all I hate the Corpse Fiend, I hate the passion the Corpse Fiend enemy. God, it's like they're so strong for no reason. Like, there is no reason why they should be this tough. Like, I can't even think of like a justifiable argument. You get all these enemies just spawning on top of it. And the Corpse Fiend is one of them. Thank God he's down.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
This is probably like 4 Corpse Fiend in the corner, watch. Oh, it's only maggots. Okay, cool. Nice. I would really like to hit 94 before I go to sleep. Would be pretty nice. I won't lie. Maximum life, maximum mana. No. Too low. Too low. Too many wrong rings.
I need time to do that.
Buying or selling?
Hmm. We have all these goodies in here. We are. We're gonna get all that money.
I need more time.